Hey everybody, Kristofer Nowak, real estate agent with Fulton Grace Realty in Chicago. You're watching the Always Real Small Business Spotlight. I'm coming to you from the Irving Park neighborhood of Chicago at Cafe Urbano with my neighbor and friend, Nando Hernandez. Nando, so happy to be with you here today.
Happy to be here too.
Yeah, man. So Cafe Urbano, obviously you guys are a coffee shop,
Yeah.
but more than just a coffee shop. Tell me about Cafe Urbano. What makes you guys unique in a city that's got tons of coffee shops that range from small independent to big name, big box coffee shop? What makes Cafe Urbano special?
I think what makes Cafe Urbano special is we started in 2014. We seen that the neighborhood needed a little addition to it. A coffee shop would have been great, so we went forward with a coffee shop. Me and my three friends. I think what makes us a little bit different is that it's a small shop. It's a local place ran by three local kids that grew up in Chicago. We all have different ethnicities: Polish, Mexican, Chinese. So and growing up in the city, we get to eat a lot of food. So we kind of mix everything around, and Cafe Urbano was born with just a flavor of everything that we kind of like throughout our city and through the time that we've been here. Kind of stuff.
Nice. So it's really a classic Chicago melting pot, blending of different cultures.
Yeah.
Cool. So what motivated you to open a coffee shop, and why this location here in the West Walker neighborhood of Irving Park?
Well, I've been in the neighborhood for the last 16 years, and about 8 years ago is when we decided to open up Cafe Urbano. The place was empty, and we just I wanted to have something close by. I own a tattoo shop right next door, so
the tattoo shop right here.
Yeah.
So what's the name of it?
Twisted Tattoo.
Twisted Tattoo. And,
Yeah.
and how long have you been there?
For the last 16 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
so math, so since what, 2004, 2006?
2004, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would say 2014 minus.
Yeah.
Math is not my part. Don't put me on the spot with math.
But coffee is.
You
yeah.
do the math.
Coffee
you
and
do
tattoos.
the math.
All right.
Typical Chicagoans, right? You do the math.
So you were there, tattoo artist, for
Yeah.
a long time, and then what, did this space just become available?
It just seemed abandoned. Looked like nobody had any interest on doing anything here. It's very commercial, auto fix, mechanic places and stuff like that around here. So there wasn't really that many coffee shops around here, so we decided to pop one up.
Okay. And what was your business plan when you started?
Well, that's a good question because we really didn't have much of a plan. Me and my partners both did not work in coffee shops or restaurants really, to really hands-on the way we have been. But we've learned a lot through the time, and we just wanted to bring something that brought flavors together into one place.
Yeah, so you told me a story the other day about how when you got started, you and your partners, you made a plan, you had some money saved up, and you thought, this is going to be enough to do it. And you told me that you had to learn the hard way. Tell me a little more about that.
Well, we didn't understand how much it really costs to get a small business going. We had X amount of dollars, and then we found we needed Z amount of dollars. So
you skipped Y.
Yeah. I don't know why, but yeah. But we went straight to Z and found out the hard way. Yeah, that it costs a lot more money. It takes a lot more time, and even just having a business takes a lot more attention.
Sure.
Got to take care of it like a baby. Make sure that it's working in a certain order and things are going in a certain direction with it. But
yeah. So there's obviously, like you said, before this, you hadn't worked in restaurants or anything like that before, so you didn't have the food service experience. And then also
maybe just the eating part.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah. And then also on the business side too.
Yeah.
Right. So that's two different things that you guys had to adapt to. Now, I would think that a lot of small businesses, that's a really insurmountable challenge for a lot of people, but you guys were able to overcome it.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think the community really needed something like this around here. I think, we didn't need a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts or something very corporate-y like that. I think the fact that it's by somebody local and small business, I think the community around here really supports small businesses in a big way.
Yeah, and I mean, I tell my friends, my family, my coworkers that Cafe Urbano it's kind of like a de facto community center for me. Now, I mean, I live, just down the block, right?
A lot, yes.
Yeah, but I've been in the neighborhood in Independence Park and West Walker for over 20 years now, and I agree with you that we did need something like this, and it has served that purpose. It's a place where people can come together in the neighborhood. There's people having business meetings here, or friends getting together to hang out. It's a unique place. It's not it's not something you're going to find in the airport or at the mall or something like that. So obviously during the COVID era was really difficult for everybody, and in all of that there was the rioting that occurred during the social crisis, and on top of having really starting a new business and having to adapt to all those changes, adapting to the COVID era, to the social justice protests and things like that. And once again, you guys are still able to come through all of that. And the community, I know for myself, people really being thankful that you guys were here. What does that make you as a business owner feel like, knowing that the community needed you and you were there to be able to provide something at a time of need?
I think it was a really mutual thing where we needed everybody and everybody needed us too, and we all came together and worked together. We were scared just like everybody else. It was a very weird time. We tried to stay open, as according to restrictions and mandates by the city and everything that we had to do. We do exactly what we had to do, and I think we wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for like the neighborhood and the community coming here even through all the weirdness that's going on, and people needed to get out too, we needed to get out, so it was good to have a space to for once in a while for people to get out. As soon as we could get seating outside, we got seating outside. We took all of our tables out just to make sure that people could still kind of hang out safely. And we did our part, and the neighborhood did their part for us too. And I think that's why we made it through it. We definitely wouldn't have made it through without the neighborhood. The neighborhood definitely supported us with, I don't know, just the most support you can get from anybody. It was just really good to see a lot of people, new faces and old faces, and
one thing that is really critical to the entire vibe and everything that you have going on here is the element of art. Right? You've obviously got coffee and you've got pastries and burritos and sandwiches and all that. But there's always been art here since the day you guys opened. And specifically, I remember when there were those social justice protests and rioting, and there were a lot of businesses that were getting damaged and looting, and you guys have got plate glass windows in here everywhere. You boarded up, but unlike a lot of places, you use that as an opportunity to be a canvas. And I know for me and for my family, when I would bring my kids out for walks at that time, it was a really freaky time, but at least we could get to the corner and there was something beautiful to see in all the artwork that you did. So is that's something that's just part of you and your business partners, or is that like an intentional thing?
I think that's definitely more part of something that I brought to the table, of having space for artists. Definitely local artists need a little more exposure, and what better place to expose your art than your own neighborhood, So we always wanted to have a space for that, and that came. And we were talking about any kind of medium of art, like whether it's spoken word or poetry, singing, rehearsing. If you want to rehearse with your band, we got to. If we're not using the space, then why not let an artist that needs the space use it a little bit. And then when we boarded up, it was actually one of our neighbors that was an old street graffiti artist, and he painted up our boards so they wouldn't look so like we shut it down, and make everything. And it was something that was going on through, I think, the whole city too. I seen it in Wicker Park, Logan Square, South Side, North Side. Everybody was doing, whoever boarded up was putting good messages on their windows, on those boards that don't give up, and so maybe hope wouldn't be lost in the middle of all of that, madness.
Yeah, it really did have a positive effect, definitely on me and my family, and I know from other neighbors that I've talked to here in the community level too. So it's really been awesome. So obviously you've grown a lot over the last 8-9 years. What does the future hold for you, for Cafe Urbano?
Well, now that we learned a lot more, and we know there's going to be more to learn with expansion and plans that we have for our businesses. But yeah, it's going to be. We're hoping one day we get another location.
Wow.
And maybe even do some farmers markets and get out into some markets. Be a little bit more out there than just the neighborhood only. Try to expand it, let everybody know what neighborhood we're from. And let represent Old Irving.
Nice. Well, that sounds really awesome. I really look forward to it. So, Nando, thanks for your time today. I really appreciate it, man.
All right. And no more masks. That's a good thing. So.
Well, hopefully, let's keep it that way, right?
Yeah, everybody be safe.
Yeah, everybody be safe. So, anyways, I'm Kristofer Nowak. This is Nando Hernandez. We're here at Cafe Urbano. What's the address here?
4176 North Elston.
4176 North Elston. People can find you online. What's the website?
Cafe Urbano 773.com.
CafeUrbano773.com. And you guys are also on Facebook and Instagram and all that?
Yeah, it should be Cafe Urbano 773.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks again for watching. You've been watching the Always Real Small Business Spotlight. I'm Kristofer Nowak, real estate agent with Fulton Grace Realty. If you would like to have your business featured here on the Always Real Small Business Spotlight, reach out to me today. And if you're looking to buy, sell, rent a house, look for an investment property, property management services, I handle all that stuff. I can be reached at 773-234-3869. Nando, thanks again, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks for everything.
Okay, absolutely. All right, bye-bye.
All right.